flexing. No, you see me flexing, I'm just flexing.
Welcome to Fan Talk 360, where we talk sports all day, every day. It's your boy Marcus the Truth.
It's your boy Big Kev.
Man, you ready to get into this week?
I'm ready, man.
Let's do it. All right, Kev. So as I predicted from game one, actually probably mid preseason, mid-summer, something. At some point in time, I predicted Kaepernick will be starting.
It was bound to happen.
I predicted Kaepernick will be starting. Once again, I'm proven right. Blaine Gabbert's completely not the man for this job. I don't even know why he's still in the NFL. I hope he doesn't get another contract. You hear me, Blaine? I hope. Go do Abercrombie and Fitch modeling. Go do somebody else. Go Diesel. Calvin Klein. You look more like a model than an NFL quarterback, and that's where I think you should be. And so my boy Kaepernick is coming out this week. Now, here's my prediction. I'm predicting an L because it's on the road in Buffalo. All right, so he's already in an adverse situation because he's on the road, and it's in Buffalo. It's cold. This is his first time coming out. I know he's been taking snaps in the practices with the first team, but playing against a defense like that on the road, and especially in the cold, and your first time coming back really almost after a year of not even playing football.
A year.
So I'm predicting an L. So Niner fans, don't get mad when we do lose. It's not Cap's fault, but he has to work himself back into the system. He's not Tom Brady.
I mean, this you know it was bound to happen. I mean,
yes.
Blaine is just, I don't know, man. Blaine, maybe, I don't think football is for you. Sometimes you just do something, you do a job, and you're sitting there like, damn, man, I'm tired of this job, man. You have to realize this. So it's sometimes these jobs they're just not for you. You know what I mean? You gotta get up out of there quick, man. Just pack your bags. Tell them you quit today.
Not the right fit.
You're not a good quarterback. Just call it what it is. Everybody has to admit they're not good at something. You're not a good quarterback.
NFL quarterback.
NFL quarterback. Maybe he was a great high school player. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I never watched the guy. Maybe Pop Warner. Yeah. But after that, I don't know. It just ended. I don't know. But anyway, in regards to Cap, I'm happy he's getting an opportunity. I mean, look, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, it's his first game back, but I mean, this is it for Cap right here. You know, he has to make the most of this opportunity right now, going forward, or maybe he sits in the same, living room as Blaine Gabbert.
No, he's not gonna sit in the same living room.
I'm saying Blaine Gabbert is the head of the table. But Kaepernick might be somewhere in the room looking, trying to see if I should go sit with this dude or not. Just peeking outside because he'll never have an offensive system more tailor-made to his needs than this time. So he has to take advantage of this. I mean, he doesn't have to put up monster numbers, but he can't put up monster turnovers, and he has to produce points. Like, the ball has to move, whether it's by legs, whether it's by arm. He has to produce points, and he has to produce wins. Otherwise, I mean, we may not get the wins even if he plays well because we're not that great.
True,
but
very true.
He has to produce, you know what I mean? In a system that was made for a player like him, he has to produce. Otherwise, people are going to start looking like maybe it's not the system or the coaching. Maybe it's you. So I'm hoping he does, man. This is it, man.
This is his audition.
On, bro.
He is auditioning for 31 other NFL teams
right
potentially.
Now, potentially.
And I wish him the best because otherwise he's just going to be a second, maybe third string quarterback on somebody else's team.
I mean, true.
And I hate to see a man go from the mountaintop all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom.
Especially after all this controversy. So quick. You kind of like the people got a love or a hate relationship right now. If you love them, you love them right now. But if you hate them, you hate them right now. So there's one half hoping he does well. There's another half hoping he crash and burns. I really haven't seen an in-between where they don't care or not, So that's where America is with Kaepernick. And I'm hoping he's on that half where he does well. Ball on, baby. Do your thing.
This is hilarious to me. I'm laughing inside myself, and I've been laughing inside myself all day long because constantly I get the question, how could you be born in Oakland and be a 49er fan? And I keep having to explain myself, well, the Raiders were in LA when I was coming up, and the 49ers were the home team. And Raider fans, they don't seem to understand that. But who in their right mind could really be loyal to Raider Nation when they can't be loyal to you?
I mean, you know how it is, man.
Oakland, LA. Wait, let's take it back to the beginning. For for everybody who wants to clown me on being a Niner fan, I think the Raiders did play at Kezar Stadium as their home stadium, and that is in San Francisco. So if they were originally in San Francisco,
I mean, they're the team that has no home.
They have no home.
They couch hopping. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They just wherever they feel comfortable until somebody gives them the boot. They like that. They like that cousin that like to stay over at everybody's house, but everybody realizes he ain't really looking for a job, so they kick him out to the other. That's what the Raiders are right now. They bootable. But you know what?
How many jerseys do they have? San Francisco Raiders, Oakland Raiders, LA Raiders, now Vegas or Nevada Raiders?
In all seriousness, it's kind of funny how as soon as they're about to get good, they have to
kind of like the Warriors, right? Kind of like the Warriors.
It's actually kind of funny. But you know what? With the NFL, man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is a good move. Really and truly, it's a good move because one of the best cities in the world gets to have a team.
Yeah, money.
And I'm not gonna lie. I go to Vegas at least 2, maybe 3 times a year, so I wouldn't mind if I'm in the city just catching a football game.
Right.
So it actually works out for a lot of people. A lot of tourists are going to come in town and be like, "Oh, I'm a Raider fan, but it's a game going, so I might go." So it might produce a lot of revenue. You know,
I hate to see teams leave cities. I hate it because I always look at things from a different aspect of sports.
Yeah,
that's a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
And I think the city of Oakland should have found a way to give the Raiders a waterfront stadium like they need. The Raiders and the A's need a new stadium. They need their own stadium.
Yeah.
When you got rats and possums crawling through the sewer, and you go to the bathroom and the sewage is backing up on you. Come on. How could you be a professional athlete and be happy in those type of situations? So I'm not mad that the Raiders are leaving, but don't ever question me on why I'm a Niner fan. Don't ever question me why I say the Raider Nation is not loyal. Don't ever question me because you guys have no home, no ground to stand on. And, you're out of here in what, a couple of years? Going to be in Vegas?
2, 3
and Mark Davis is so happy about it. When they came out to Oakland, they sold everybody on those season ticket packages. Finance your seat because we're going to be here for the long haul. And y'all gone all over again. Again.
Keyword, again.
Again. They'll be going from Vegas in about 15 years. They're going to move on to the next place. They'll probably end up somewhere else, maybe back in San Francisco. Who knows? They don't care.
I hope not. So, Marcus, it's been a lot of back and forth between Pierce and Draymond, both chirping. Everybody has something to say about KD. Now, you know where I personally stand, where I think the move was a bit cowardly, but I don't care because at the end of the day, you got to play ball anyway.
Right.
I've always questioned the move, but at the end of the day, I say, man, when that tip off goes on, beat them. Don't even worry about it, man. If that's a team they want to form, your job is to beat it. I hope it makes everybody out there real hungry. I hope it makes it more competitive instead.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody expects the Warriors to wash like 70 wins this year, and maybe they will, but I hope this makes teams, when they get to them in the playoffs, mad and hungry. Like, okay, if this is the best they gonna have, if this is what it takes to beat us, then we gonna go out every single game with everything we got. If we lose, it's gonna be by less than 10. We're gonna make it competitive. They're not just gonna blow us out. I don't know if that'll happen, but I just hope it will. I don't have a problem with Draymond and Pierce chirping about it because I think it's psychological warfare anyway. I think Pierce is just trying to kind of get in KD's head before the season starts, kind of make him question, like, man, okay, people's questioning me, but I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna still be the man. It's all psychological warfare to gain an advantage over your opponent, is what I think.
Gain an advantage? Well, I'm not sure what kind of advantage Paul Pierce is trying to gain being on the Clippers. They can't beat the Warriors without Durant. So I don't think he's gaining any advantage. Here's my spin on it. From a competitive standpoint, I get everybody's angry. I get their frustrations about their gripes about it. I understand. But on the flip side, it's basketball, it's sports. You telling me Paul Pierce, you wouldn't have joined up with another group of superstar players if you could win a ring? Isn't that kind of why he is on the Clippers squad? Because he does see their potential. Not that they're some super elite team, but they do have DeAndre Jordan. They do have CP3. They do have Blake Griffin. And they do have Doc Rivers, right? So isn't he not coming into a potential winning situation? Nobody in the NBA is going to sign a contract to put themselves in a losing situation. Ask David West. He went to the Spurs. Thought he was going to win a ring. Now he's with the Warriors.
Yep.
Hopefully he wins a ring, right?
Not going to happen. Nah, it might be the David West curse.
It might be. He might be he ain't doing nothing.
Watch. Playoffs come. If they lose, blame David West. I'm telling you, man, because it's just real coincidental. The Spurs get their most wins in the franchise history, but couldn't get over the hump.
I knew the Spurs weren't going to win it. We all knew they were.
They didn't even get to the Warriors, though. That's the cold part. So that might be a David West issue, because they was just fine before he got there.
The Pacers they did fall apart too.
I mean, the Pacers kind of fell apart, right? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm just saying it might be. But
my point is, nobody in the NBA or any professional team, athlete, whatever, will put themselves in a position to lose. Right. They're only gonna put themselves in a position to win.
I agree with you. The thing about it is, you also got to look at it from other people's perspectives. What they're saying is like, Paul Pierce, he's like on the super downside of his career, so he knows what he's coming in to do, whereas Kevin Durant could win 2 or 3 more MVPs.
Okay, he don't want MVPs. He won't ring.
I'm telling you on this one. Steph Curry could win 2 or 3 more MVPs. He's saying basically you jumping over to a team like that, like, you know what I mean? He's just questioning the competitive nature of something like that, where you jump into a team that's let's call it what they are. They are fucking loaded.
Okay, well then stop them. Then stop them. Everybody's crying. Just stop them.
That's my point. Stop.
You still got to try to play basketball.
That doesn't mean if somebody asks you a question, you're not going to express how you feel about it.
No, you express how you feel. Express how you feel.
Somebody say, what you think of Kevin Durant's move? I think it's a coward move, to be honest with you. But that doesn't mean he's not going to go out there and play him. That just means this is a coward move. Look, so I think he's just trying to get in his head when he says it.
To me, it's not that big of a coward move. We passed the days of staying loyal to one team because that one team drafted you.
No doubt.
We passed them days. So everybody just stop tripping, man. No. You telling me as a professional athlete, and this is to you professional athletes, if the Warriors were to say, hey man, I know you're a free agent, won't you come over here, take a little less money, but come over here and you can win a championship, you're going to say, no, because the Chicago Bulls drafted me, so I'm going to stay loyal to the Chicago Bulls. No, you're not going to say that. You're going to be like, I got a chance to win.
I mean, a lot of people say that, but if they're in the prime of their career...
If I just came into the league, maybe not.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if they're in the prime of their career, like, let's say, let's call it the Derrick Rose syndrome, where... 4 years, he was a dominant player, a very, very good player, right? Won an MVP. But he won an MVP. He's the youngest MVP.
4 years, though?
I think about 4 years he won his MVP. For the 5th year, he won his MVP. But that's
I'm saying he was dominant that long?
He kept improving each year.
Okay. Right.
So, but I'm saying, like, he came in there, and let's say that the Bulls offered him a $150 million contract.
Okay.
And he's a free agent now, and the Warriors want to offer him $105. Are you saying they should turn down that money even though the Warriors have a championship caliber team?
No. Rose shouldn't, because Rose ain't gonna play.
But I'm saying that's the kind of situation most players are put in when they're in their prime like that. They're like, you know what? I can get the most money right now before I hit 30 that I could ever get with the championship team right now. I mean, that's the difference between making $150 million versus like $90 million that they're gonna give you. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you, in your prime years, say 25 to 30, something around there?
Probably go play with the Warriors.
You would want to take the money, or you would go with the Warriors, because they know the Warriors' opportunity could still be there when you're 30 to 35. That opportunity.
I'll probably go play with the Warriors, because just to play with this group of guys.
Wow,
I'll probably go play with the Warriors.
So you would turn.
But I'm not. I don't have it in front of me to really.
Exactly. I can't see anybody turning down the money, and because at the end of the day, that's what you fight for. You know, those rookie contracts are trash, man. I mean, by NBA standards, by my standard, I'll jump on it right now. But by NBA standards, those rookie contracts are just, unless you're like an elite level pick, you know what I mean? In which they're still structured for you to not make a ton of money unless they decide.
I'm not talking about if you're under the rookie contract. I'm saying after you've been in the league for a minute.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Kevin Durant is one of those, the 8th year, 9th year, somewhere around there. So
why not?
So I'm good with the move. I still say it is what it is. Yeah, okay. But I don't.
It's not the most competitive move.
It's not the most competitive move. It's not.
Okay, I got you.
But at the end of the day, players, y'all just gotta play them, man. I mean, it's like when you at 24-hour fitness and the cats keep picking up the best players, you still gotta play them, man.
You still gotta get out there and play.
It's like that sometimes. Sometimes players just gonna have a better team, but you gotta still gotta show up.
Because now if they do win a ring, and I don't think they're gonna win a ring the first year, but if they do win a ring, it's gonna have an asterisk. Oh, because he was on a super team. Yeah,
It's gonna have that asterisk no matter what.
You know
does,
what,
man?
I'm done with asterisks because people want to put asterisks on the Warriors championship. Oh well, Kyrie in love was hurt, so we have an asterisk. Okay, Bogut was hurt. Iguodala was hurt. Curry was hurt. So do we put a asterisk on the Cavaliers title of last? Everybody was hurt on the Warriors.
You know how we can go into that one.
I'm just saying. Because we always want to put an asterisk on people. So can I put an asterisk on that ring right there?
I mean, you could.
Okay, they came back from down, but can I still put it? If Curry was healthy, if Bogut was healthy, if Iggy was healthy, if Draymond didn't get suspended on game.
Look,
it's always an asterisk.
I say personally, it's an asterisk on both them damn titles.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So can we just put an asterisk on everything?
I question that one. I question this one. But I was pulling for LeBron to win, man. I was like, just do it one time for Cleveland. That's all I asked. And then I did not say immediately. I was like, man, after he wins the one for Cleveland, I'll be done with that. I'm like, okay, this back. I just wanted to see him do. I didn't want to see him go.
So can we put an asterisk on both of them then?
Yeah, I put an asterisk on both of them because I really wanted to see both of them at full strength. Because we got to remember Kevin Love was still hurt too. You know what I mean? And so it was a lot of asterisks in both finals. If we could get one more final,
healthy final for both teams, no suspensions, which I don't believe anybody should be suspended in the NBA finals.
And I promise, if they give me one healthy finals, man, I'm going to at least 2 or 3 of those games.
Man, it's got to happen
because that was a really good.
We need a tiebreaker because that's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, this feels like that Celtics Lakers one.
Oh yeah, going back to back all the time.
So I mean, I want to see this because these clearly. Right now, the best 2 teams in the league, easily.
We could just shut down the season and just put them in the finals right now.
It'll be an interesting season for the East, but we know who's the top of the cream of the crop. Yep. It'll be a respectable season. The West is just top heavy anyway.
Right.
So it's only got, 2 or 3 good teams right now, so whatever with that one. But I mean, it'll be interesting to watch those teams back, but at the end of the day, if both healthy, we know who's coming out of each conference.
Right,
so
we already know.
It's whatever.
Yeah, Paul Pierce, Clippers. Super team, no. Derrick Rose winning all 82 games, no. He might not even play because he might be somewhere else. Talking about, I don't think I did any wrong. Who gets on the stand and says, well, I don't think I did anything wrong? I mean, if you know you ain't do nothing wrong, you need to be like, nah, I ain't touch her. But that's for a different.
We'll say that.
That's for a different time, man.
Marcus, who you got? Patriots or Bengals?
That ain't even a question. I got Tom Brady. Come on, man.
Tom Brady.
I'll never doubt Tom Brady.
I got Tom Brady too. I got the Patriots actually winning this one pretty big, to be honest with you. All right, Raiders or Chiefs? Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Raiders. Amari Cooper, Derek Carr, all day.
I mean, I'm gonna pick the Raiders too. I'm gonna pick the Raiders to win big. I just don't think Kansas City got enough offense to go with them. Don't worry, Raiders. I'm not hating. You guys should win 38. I'll give them 21.
If you say 38, I'm giving the Chiefs maybe 10.
10. Seahawks, Falcons. This should be a good one.
Matty Ice is really throwing the ball right now, and I'm a Seahawk hater, so I'm going with Matt Ryan.
Seahawks got the #1 defense in the league right now. Again, man. I mean, I have at some point I have to give them props because I mean they have a #1 defense 3 years in a row. I mean, I might hate them, but I gotta respect them. I got Seahawks winning this one in a tight one, 24-17.
Flexing. No, you see me flexing, I'm just flexing. No, you see me flexing, I be reppin'. Never do it second, you be hating. I ain't even stressing, I'm just flexing, 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 flexing. I'm just flexing, flexing. No, you see me flexing, I'm just flexing, flexing. No, you see me flexing, I'm just. I move so fast, you swear I'm on that interstate. I'm about to take the game out on a dinner date. Then eat her like she lying on a dinner plate. Once I met her, knew one day that I would penetrate. Like a fat boy, all I'm worried about is getting cake. You can't roll with us, your mind is in a different place. They said, Jay, you'll never make it, get that rapping up. No offense, but fuck you, I'ma do that anyway. Look where I'm coming from. You should be proud of me. You should be shaking your head at yourself if you ever doubted me. You used to be scared of it. Had to get that shit out of me. So my goal just appeared so much closer.